In Assassin's Creed Origins, we play as Bayek of Siwa, a cunning warrior, the founder of the Assassin's Order and the last of the Medjay, the protectors of ancient Egypt. But who are they? Where did they come from? What roles did they play in ancient Egyptian society? And where did they go? To find all these answers, we have to go back nearly 3,000 years before the events of Assassin's Creed Origins. My name is Matt Black. Join me as we dive into the past and discover the true history of the Medjay. The first mention of Medjay in Egyptian records does not refer to them as elite warriors, does not refer to them as the protectors of Egypt, nor does it refer to them as a paramilitary police force. The first mention of the Medjay dates back to the Old Kingdom, a period in ancient Egypt which took place between 2686 and 2181 BCE. The pharaoh at this time was Pepi I Meriah, whose reign was marked by an aggressive expansion into Nubia, which was located in modern-day Sudan and southern Egypt. Now this is where the first listing of the Medjay shows up in records. The Medjay were listed with other Nubian peoples by Weni, who served as a general at the time to the pharaoh. During this period of time, Medjay was a term referring to people from the land of Medjay, which was part of Nubia at the time. Pepi set up overseers for the Nubian lands of Medjay, Irajet, and Sanju, implying that at the time, the Medjay, the people of Medjay, were to some extent subjugated by the Egyptian government. It does not say they are slaves, and we don't know to what extent they were subjugated, but one thing remains certain, that their future was now hand in hand with Egypt's. Jumping ahead hundreds of years, during the Middle Kingdom, a time period in ancient Egypt which took place between 2050 and 1710 BCE, the term Medjay started to refer to people from a tribe and not so much a land. The Medjay were a tribe of nomadic people moving from place to place and never staying anywhere too long. Because of their widespread movements, the Medjay worked in all parts of Egyptian society: palace attendants, temple employees, merchants, etc. The Medjay were also employed as soldiers, mercenaries, and became instrumental in making the Egyptian state into a military power. By the rise of the New Kingdom, a time period in ancient Egypt which took place between 1550 and 1077 BCE, the Medjay had become an elite paramilitary police force. As an elite force, the Medjay protected areas of importance, especially of pharaonic importance, like capital cities, royal cemeteries, and Egyptian borders. They are best known for their protection of the royal palaces and tombs. The Medjay were an organized unit and were used in Upper and Lower Egypt, with each regional unit having its own captain. At first, the group consisted of only ethnic Medjay, those who were descendants of that ancient tribal group. But this changed in time as more and more Egyptians took up the occupation. Why the change is not known, but assumed because of the Medjay's elite status that the Egyptians longed to join them. At this period in ancient Egypt, the term Medjay no longer referred to an ethnic group, no longer referred to people from a land or from a tribe, but had grown to mean policing and those who were protectors. After the 20th dynasty and the end of the New Kingdom, the term Medjay is no longer found in Egyptian records. It's unknown whether the occupation had been abolished or the name of the force changed. It's possible, but however unknown, that the term Medjay could have continued to be used by the people and those who protect them. Regardless, there is no doubt the Medjay played an important part in ancient Egypt, first as people from the land of Medjay, then as mercenaries in the Egyptian armies, to ultimately becoming an elite paramilitary police force, those who protected ancient Egypt. Thank you for joining me as we dove into the history of ancient Egypt. My name is Matt Black, and this has been the true history of the Medjay. What's up guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that like button, and if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Now, if you have any friends who are fans of Assassin's Creed, go ahead and share this video with them, would ya? Because all fans of Assassin's Creed belong here. I have some great new content on the way just for you. Until next video, Matt Black.